So, ladies and gentlemen, I actually want you to do this for me if you could, because I think it's so important that we recognize him. So, ladies, can I just go get you to stand up, okay, and give a huge welcome to the Chair of AFBE Scotland, Ollie Folayan.
Wow, I've never had that sort of introduction before, so my bill for Lady T has just got bigger because of that, you know. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming. Isn't it fantastic to just be around people again? You know, I'm pretty sure some people were looking on Amazon to see if they could find a black tie onesie or something, you know. Just something because we got so comfortable, you know. But it's so fantastic. And today is a day of celebration. There is so much to be pleased about. I think of the celebration in numbers. So the first celebration is brought to you by the number 1, for those of you who remember Sesame Street. This is our first live event after the lockdown. Is that something to celebrate? I think it is. Next celebration brought to you by the number 2. This is our second industry-wide awards. And that's one of the reasons why we're here today. So is that a good reason to celebrate? Sorry, my style is to take you all to church, so there's always a bit of call and response, yeah. The next number to celebrate is the number 5, because this is the 5th one of our gala events. Who's been to all of our gala events? I can see my friend Suki there. I know he's been to all of them, I think. But this is our 5th gala event. Another reason to celebrate? The last celebration is brought to you by the number 10. This is our 10th year in Scotland. That deserves an even bigger round of applause, I think. And you know, as I was thinking about it, I was just remembering some of the experiences we've had. So about 6 years ago, my friend Philip, who's here as one of the finalists, and I were going to London. It was in 2015, and we were going to present a paper, and it was a paper at the London South Bank University, and what we were doing was presenting a paper based on some of the work that we've been doing at AFBE, the transition program in particular. And it was quite daunting because we had institutions like Imperial College, we had the University of Aberdeen, we had many very well-respected universities, and then there was AFBE. And I remember thinking, gosh, what have we got ourselves in for? This is going to be really difficult. And just as we were, we thought we're going to need a little bit of strength here, so we better have a full Scottish breakfast. So while we were eating, we looked up, and there was a guy who Philip saw, and his name was Ola. And Ola had been at one of our transition programs the year before. I didn't know it, but his graduation was the day before we met him, and he had come in from the US just for his graduation, and he was heading back. And when he saw us, he ran towards us, gave us hugs, and was so happy to see us. And he said, thank you for everything that you've done. I've managed to get 2 job offers, and I've now got a job in Milwaukee, and thank you for what you do. Keep doing what you're doing. Now, you can imagine, I was just about to go give a presentation that I felt completely unqualified for. Imposter syndrome was as high as you like. And then we meet, what are the chances we meet somebody at that very moment who, by the way, was in the video we were going to show as part of our presentation, who came up to basically tell us what a good job we were doing. And that just gave us so much encouragement. And we felt, right, we're ready to take on the world now. And we went and gave that presentation. Another experience that sticks to mind is just last year. It was around 6 a.m. in the morning. I got a call from someone at 6 a.m. in the morning. And I thought, who calls anyone at 6 a.m. in the morning? And then I thought, I'm not going to answer this. And then they kept calling. And so I thought, well, I better find out who this is. It was one of my mentees who'd been to the transition program and had managed to get a job. And she was so excited to tell me that she called me at 6 a.m. And, it's stories like that that keep us going. And so when I think of what 10 years means for us, the word that comes to my mind is gratitude. And, that's, if I was thinking, what is it I want to say to everybody here? I want to say a massive thank you, because everybody here has played a major role in getting us to where we are today. It's not been an easy process, but so many people have worked hard and have lent us their support in order to get us to this point. I think of people like some of our members, even planning this event. We had 3 people, one person whose wife just had a baby, who continued to help. Emmanuel, where are you? Stand up, let's put our hands together for Emmanuel. He's organized all of this. And there's so many other people. There's Ola that you would all have received so many emails from. Where are you? Where's Ola? Yeah, put your hands together for her. There's somebody that was calling me very late last night because she has been all over everything that's going on. Where's Mo? Mo? Oh, over the years, we've seen so many people. Sometimes people who've been told they're about to be made redundant, and they carried on doing this. And we don't do this for money. We don't get paid for this. This is something that we do voluntarily. And we do it because we believe in it. The reason that I got into this was at the start of my career, I had a number of challenging experiences. Experiences that were challenging enough, not just to have an impact on my mental health, but on my physical health. And the last thing I wanted to do in those times was think of race or ethnicity as anything to do with it. Because in my mind, I thought, if you do a good job, that should be enough. But over time, I started to realize when I spoke to other people that they were having these experiences. And it was really a desire to find a network of people who could come together and support each other, and then to use that network as a way of reaching the community that led myself and my boss, Dr. Ollie Folayan. Can we put our hands together for Nikki? I know she's watching. Let us start AFBE. And so I'm really just here to say thank you. Thank you to the people that have given us a chance. Thank you to people like Dennis Pinto, who back in 2012, we met for the first time, and he has supported us ever since. Let's put our hands together for Dennis. Sorry, I'm doing this to you, but I said I was taking you to church. This is what you do all day long, especially if you go to a black church. Anyway, so yeah, people like Dennis, people like, I'm going to embarrass someone else. Is Susan Grayson here? Susan? People like Susan who gave us a chance in 2019. From 2011 to 2018, AFB did not have a single sponsor. We did all of our events. We're running 20 events a year off the back of many members. I remember people like Cassie and others actually giving their own resource to this. And, we didn't have a single sponsor. And in 2019, Susan gave us a chance when Spirit Energy became the first corporate member of AFBE. So thank you, Susan, and thank you for so many other people. As you can tell, I could keep reeling off these names. Just earlier, end of last year, I spoke to a fantastic diversity champion called Neris Thomas, who just at the, basically we had one conversation, and from that point, Leonardo became the first company within the aerospace industry to form a partnership with AFBE. Thank you. You might wonder why is it such a big deal that people make a partnership? Well, for a very long time, what we noticed is that there were a lot of people who were happy to engage with us, but didn't engage with us publicly. And my sister used to say, it's like they're having an affair with us. It's been going on. It's been going on for a long time and nobody knows. I'm so glad you made an honest man, woman out of us. Thank you. But the other feeling that I get is that there is still so much more success to be had. So many more people who could get these opportunities. And if there is anything I can leave with everyone here, is that you are making a difference. You may not feel it, but you are making a difference. And, one of my favorite quotes, and, forgive me if you've heard me use this before, but you know how sometimes you hear a quote and you don't stop using it because it means so much. There's a quote I heard, and it was from Augustine, the theologian, philosopher, Augustine of Hippo. And what he said is hope. Because before I say that, let me just say something else. That the process, I've talked about a lot of support that we got from people, but the process of being a diversity champion, a diversity anything, is a very frustrating one. And I'm sure many of you will identify with it. Many times you feel you take 3 steps forward and maybe another 5 back. And every now and then, I usually like to be polite, but every now and then, some people, I'm looking at some of my friends here, like Mavis and Susan, every now and then, they see some of that frustration boil over. And, I will just remind you of something. And, after one of those events, I remember Susan sending me an email and saying, never give up. And, that's a message I'd like to leave with everyone. But the quote I was going to use is from Augustine of Hippo. And he said, hope has 2 beautiful daughters, anger and courage. So I hope you all feel angry today. Maybe not now, but, I hope you feel angry. I hope you feel angry at any form of injustice. I hope you feel angry that some of your disabled friends can't get jobs as easily as you can. I hope you feel angry when you see the injustice that goes on in the world. I hope you feel angry because there is such a thing as righteous anger. But I also hope you feel courage. I hope we have the courage to come to an event like this, the courage to say, we're going to give you a chance, AFBE or some other group. We're going to give you a chance. I hope you get that courage, because ultimately, that is what's going to make a difference. So, on behalf of everyone who is associated with AFBE, I'd just like to say a massive thank you. Thank you for all your support. Thanks very much.